Join us now as we go live to Moscow, Russia, where several world leaders gather to commemorate Victory Day with the Russian people. Victory Day is a holiday that commemorates the victory of the Soviet Union over Nazi Germany in 1945. It was first inaugurated in the 15 republics of the Soviet Union following the signing of the German Instrument of Surrender late in the evening of May 1945. The Soviet government announced the victory early on May 9 after the signing ceremony in Berlin, although the official inauguration occurred in 1945. The holiday became a non-Labor Day only in 1956. We now see in the screen the images of Russian President Vladimir Putin in a meeting, an official meeting, with the representatives of the Chinese Commission, including President Xi Jinping, who arrived yesterday to participate in the commemoration of the Victory Day celebrations. In this context, the President of China, Xi Jinping, arrived in the city of Moscow yesterday as part of his official visit within the framework of the events dedicated to the 18th anniversary of the victory over Nazism in the Great Patriotic War. According to the official agenda, Xi Jinping is meeting with the Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin to discuss regional strategies for development between the two countries. The Chinese leader will participate in the traditional commemorative events and the parade for the victory in the Great Patriotic War. Several world leaders are coming to celebrate the victory over Germany's Nazism. And in these bilateral meetings, the countries will discuss the future of their relationships, especially between Russia and China, which will discuss the future of their strategies in the future for the region, especially in this type of challenges relationships. Let us remember the importance of these Victory Day celebrations, not only for the world, but also for the remembrance of those who perished during the Second World War. The Red Army of the Soviet Union played a crucial role in the battle that put an end to the World War. The former Soviet Union lost 27 million people between civilians and soldiers, of whom over 3 million died in foreign battlefields. The first defensive battle on June 1941, the German army, on a surprise attack, initiated an invasion to the Soviet Union through the western border from the Baltic Sea at north to the Black Sea at south, with around 5 million men, over 3,000 tanks, and thousands of planes in a front of about 5,000 kilometers. Followed by Stalingrad in 1943, Kursk in 1943 as well. This battle set the basis for the expulsion of the entire country at the end of 1945. These victories were followed by the beginning of the liberation of Poland, Romania, Hungary, Austria, Bulgaria, and Yugoslavia. The Red Army entered German territory and took Berlin on May 1945 to raise the red flag over the Reichstag. Victory achieved at the cost of over 20 million people lives and the destruction of more than a third part of the Soviet national industry. This meeting is really important we were live to Moscow to see the meeting between the Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping. This meeting is of utmost importance for the future of the region, as Russia and China will be a crucial alliance to determine the future of the world and the future of the region. Because in view of their alliance with other countries of the world, especially of the global south, with countries such as Venezuela, Cuba, Brazil, and most African countries. This alliance has a particular importance, especially when it comes to facing the threat of the reemergence of fascism in the world, in Latin America, in Europe, and the policies of the West, who refused to And now we were live to Moscow, Russia, witnessing the meeting between President Vladimir Putin and the Russian counterpart. But this is all for today, but stay tuned with teleSUR English for all the information on this historical commemoration.